Hi guys, welcome back. My name is Jaspreet and I'm back with the kiln opening. This is my first kiln opening of the year and it has a mix of everything. It has some really old pieces that were waiting to get glazed. A lot of newer work as well, which is a lot of them you will probably see as videos, tutorials on YouTube, some classes, a lot of darker clay body because I had a lot of recycled clay that I used up, a few new glazes, not too many, but because they're on a dark clay body, there'll probably be a little bit more variation and interest there. So that's what we have here. My kiln is currently at 33 degrees Celsius, which is perfect. This was fired to 1200 degrees Celsius, the glaze firing, and now we're ready to open it. So let's get started. All right, let's pop this open. What do you see? Oh, there are some refires there. All right, let's get started. So this is something that you would have already seen. I wasn't happy with the glazing, so I kind of fired it again with the same glazes on top. I add a little bit of little more of blue rutile. I'm just trying to see if you can see. Okay, I add a little more of blue rutile, sangria, and that's it, and fire it again. It looks better than what I did earlier, but the peacock is still kind of tilted, which was the issue the first time around. So this will be something that I'll use in my house with this tilted peacock, but it's still quite pretty. I love the variation that you see here with the blue rutile being slightly thicker, probably interacting with sangria. I'm not sure what it is, but I'm happier with the way it looks now. At least I can use it. First refiring is okay. Now, yeah, I have a sweet little bowl. This is on not my regular white clay. Now, my regular white clay is whiter than this. This is slightly buff. It's white. I mean, that is also off white. Let me just show you. Probably not the right. Uh, okay, here. This is my regular clay. This is just a cookie that I have here. This is my regular clay that I use, and this is the other clay. It is slightly darker than this one and has a little bit like slight bit of speck. And this is soft white with sangria, 2 coats each. Yeah, it's so pretty. And this pink kind of looks nice on it with the soft white. Now that I have already pulled this out, I had made this ages ago. Oh my god. I think maybe over a year ago. Anyway, so what's on this? This is a new glaze. This is kimchi from Spectrum, 2 coats. As usual, I thin down my kimchi, but I love how it looks actually. I think where it's thicker, it goes more this whitey, milky color, and where it's thinner, because at the bottom I just did 1 coat because I didn't want it to flow, so I did like I'll say 2 really thin coats, so I'm calling it 1 coat. But yeah, and you can see it's a lot pinker. It I think kimchi has a really, it's very similar to soft red, but I think this is more like a vintagey look to it. I love it. And no pinholes, nothing, all well. Yay, that's cute. What do we have here? So this is on a darker clay body here. If you see, that's my clay normal. This is much darker clay. I did add a little bit of iron oxide and wiped it back in certain areas. Certain areas it's not wiped back. This is soft white, and then you can say soft white starts going a little bit bluish on a darker clay. On top, I think this is Chun Plum from Amoco. Soft white is from Spectrum. And this one is a greenish, nori green, is it? No, wait, 1 second. This is textured kiwi fruit from Spectrum again. So it has a little bit of this purplish thing. Can you see that? I don't know. Can you see that? I mean, it has a really like old feel to it, like vintagey piece with the glazing and all. But I just want to try it out because I made a bunch of these little houses on hilltops, and I wanted to try some glazing because this is on a darker. I didn't want to use underglazes because underglazes will look quite dull or I have to do really thick coats. So I wanted to try glazes to see if I can just glaze instead of using underglaze. I like how soft white and Chun Plum looks. This is Chun Plum, right? Looks very different. And textured kiwi. Yeah, that's cute. I like it. All right, so these are my flower candle holders. Again, they are on a darker clay body, right? And the glazes on here, soft white from Spectrum. I did add a little bit of soft red on the rims, but on this clay, you can see it's all gone, completely gone. So this was, I think, one of my most sold sets during the festive season, starting from Diwali all the way up to Christmas. I sold a whole bunch of these. I mean, I sold all of them, and then I made a whole bunch for commissions. So this was a really good, I think, design, and people really liked it, especially with those lotus candles. Can you see how soft white looks on this? You can see a lot of these bluish tones coming through. I mean, even in the center, if you see, it has a more vintagey feel again. I love it. So those are my candle holders. Okay, what do we have here? Some new things. Okay, some old things first. Okay, this is a moon vase that I had made again ages ago when I was in that phase of making all those moon vases. I just couldn't decide what color to do. So, or the other ones that I did, again, I've sold all of them, most of them, I think. The white ones I've sold all. Yeah, so I think that's the reason I kind of went with white again, because they tend to sell better than the colored ones. Anyways, so I had done soft white on all of them, and they look really pretty. This one's again slightly darker clay, not my regular clay, slightly darker clay. There's not much difference, but there's a slight difference there. And so what I did for these sprigs here, I did the Amico manganese wash first, wiped it back, and then added 2 coats of soft white on the outside and the inside. And I remember the first one that I did, because I went really thick with my soft white, I had a lot of glaze just running off the pot. So that happened with the first one, but then I was able to drill it down and still use it. Oh my God, I love how this looks. I think this is one of my favorite moon vases, because you know how perfect the shapes come out. All right, so that's soft white and manganese wash underneath. What else do we have here? So I have fired these on these little cookies because I am kind of scared with these. So, all right, so I hand built this little pumpkin mug. It's supposed to sit a certain way. I'm just trying to find where it will fit. Though I feel because of the way I fired them, now I wanted to cover the rim, because if I'm using it as a mug, I don't want the rim to be without any glaze, because this is a grog clay, a darker clay, and it has grog in it, so it's not very smooth, and I didn't want to leave the rim, without glaze. So I added the glaze on here, and once I add the glaze on, I can't really fire the two of them together. So I think that's what has happened. It doesn't fit together, but I feel I can still, dremel or drill some of this away and be able to fit these two together. But that's my hand built pumpkin. It's more like a soup mug, to be honest, because it's quite big. All right, so what do we have for the glazes? So for this one, what I did was I first added a coat of Winterwood from Mako. I have one box, so I use it very sparingly. I wanted some of that variation that those chunks kind of give you. So I added one layer of of Winterwood. You can see all of these. This comes from the Winterwood, not the clay. And then I added 2 coats of soft white on top of it, right? This is Amber Celadon from Clayscapes. Inside, I don't like how the glaze looks. Inside is a glaze called Saffron from Spectrum. It's from their Shino range. Now the thing is, because this clay has grog, this satin matte glaze, while it's smooth, I don't know if you can see. Can you see? It looks like it's bubbled on the surface. It doesn't come out really smooth. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, there you go. It looks like a pumpkin actually. The actual pumpkin surface. I wasn't going for that texture, but I don't like how this behaves on this particular clay. I have tried on other clays and it's not as bad. I think because it's a groggy clay, it has this kind of impact on it. But yeah, that's what it looks like. I still like the piece. It's still pretty cute. I mean, and it's hand built, so I'm happy about that. So yeah, what do we have next? Oh, this is cute. Can you guess what this is? So if you've seen my bread plates, I had shared them on Instagram. I made a little toaster holder to go with it. It has warped a little bit, and I knew it was warping the way I was drawing it. But can you see this little knob here? And it has texture on this side, and it has these knobs in this. I don't know if it represents an actual toaster. I just kind of like the whole knobby look to it, and I put it together. What are the glazes on this? Again, this is a darker clay body with grog, the same one that I used earlier. This is soft white. Can you see how different that looks? Oh my God, I love it. Right, this is soft white. On the inside, now my guess is either, either kimchi or soft red, one of the two, because here's kimchi on white clay, and yeah, they look pretty similar, so it's quite possible it's kimchi. I always do two coats, so this will all be two coats. There'll be bread plates down there with this combination. I don't know how they're going to look, but so here what I did was, obviously I add a little bit of after glazing, I obviously removed the glaze from these areas and also from here, to keep the rim naked, and I like that look. I love how it looks. I wish it wasn't warped, but it's okay. I'm making one for my sister and a friend because I shared while I was making this with them, and they're like, we want one. So yeah, there are a bunch of these coming up. See, let's start with these guys. Okay, this is Sangria, I think, with soft aqua. So I think quite some time back, pretty early in my clay journey, I had made a bunch of these bowls with these combinations. I think it was more like this. Yeah, something like this, right? Soft aqua and Sangria. They look so pretty, right? So these are cute little bowls, two coats each for all of them, right? Then we have these two plates that I made with one of those newer forms that I got from Amazon. It has like a clean, it has a smooth transition. Again, slightly darker clay body than my regular one, and this is Sangria. Let's see how this differs from white clay body. So this is Sangria on white clay body, this is Sangria on a darker clay body. To me, it looks fairly similar. Maybe there's a little bit of warmth from the body underneath, from the clay underneath, but fairly similar. But it's lovely. The glaze is really pretty, right? So these are two sweet little plates here, and this is this is watercolor palette. Now, if you remember the cheese platter I had made a couple of weeks back, I'd shared the template with you. I just kind of drew out the template in smaller size and added these flowers and everything and made it into a little palette. I think this is so pretty as a little palette. Oh my god, I love it. Though I wish it was whiter, because I mean the inside, these dips are all white, so that's okay, because when you're mixing color you need to know exactly what color you're mixing. So I think this is fine. I think it looks pretty. Okay. I don't think anything happened there, but we'll see. Oh my god. All right, time for some Christmas stuff. I should have checked my post. Ugh. Nothing happened, I think. We're good, but I should have. Okay, so this is a platter, simple platter with soft white. I did add a little bit of Mako manganese wash on the rim, added manganese wash here, and then I wiped it back, and then two coats of soft white on this. Now, this was honestly inspired by a platter that Parent Pottery. Parent Pottery, she had made a platter with a different roller, but similar was an organic irregular shaped platter. I think the colors were different. I'm not entirely sure, but I know something similar she had made. And I love the look of those. So I made a bunch of these around Christmas. I just didn't get around to, glazing them. So here they are, and thank you, Parent Pottery, for your inspiration. I don't like this. Oh, the disappointments have started to come in. This is a smaller version of the same platter. Again, soft white and manganese wash on the rim, two coats. Now here's the not so nice part. All right, this is the platter that I made. Have I shared? Yes, you've already seen the tutorial on this one. So here I think I made a mistake. It's looking kind of dirty and old. I did the same thing. I added manganese wash on the rim and then two coats of soft white. And I feel it looks kind of, like it's old and it's got like yellowed with age. Yeah, I like the vintagey look, I know, but this is looking like dirty old. I don't know, maybe it'll grow on me, but for now I'm finding it very meh. So it's nice and flat, all that is good. Uh, Maybe somebody will like it. I don't know. Yeah. It was on a darker clay body, so I think that's the thing. Maybe without the manganese wash could have been a better idea, but okay. Sorry, I'm going to get really excited about certain things and so disappointed with the others. All right. Let's see. Yeah, I don't like the dark clay. I think the soft white, I should have done three coats to get a nice, bright look, but It's okay. It's okay. Let me show you what we have. Let's take out the biggest piece in here because that's kind of, say, it's on a darker clay again. And you can see this looks really pretty. Soft white. Uh, okay, so soft white, 2 coats. This is amber Celadon. It's a dip and pour glaze, but I kind of brush it on. Now on this also I did add a little bit of manganese wash on the rim and inside these ridges here, and then 2 coats soft white. I mean, it's nice, it's not bad, it's kind of perfect, nice, flat, looks good. It's just that I wish it was whiter because the earlier ones that I'd made were with whiter clay. So obviously the look was very different. This is still good, it's more rustic, more uh, I don't know. I mean, it's nice. I don't dislike it. It's just that I expected it to be whiter for some reason, which is really silly because it's on a dark clay body. So, but again, my pumpkin platters also sold really well last year. So, this was the last one that was left. Okay, this is one of the pieces that I made ages ago, and I fired it finally now because I needed to fill up my kiln. You can see it's kind of thin, and it's just a practice piece kind of a thing and just has space for 5 eggs. Who has 5 eggs in the house? I mean, but it was just test piece. So this is soft white 2 coats on a white clay body, and you can see how pretty it looks. And this is again manganese wash. Yeah, you can kind of see a theme here. I was trying to simplify the process and get done with it. All right, look at these. Aren't these just so cute? So I made these puffy dishes. Like you can place little, I mean, this is too small for anything, but it could be a jewelry dish. But you could actually serve a single little thing in here. This is soft white 2 coat and it's on a darker clay body. You can see how blue this is. Oh my god, look at the blues here. It has a blues and purples, which is very interesting. Which, yeah, these are cute, right? I love them. I'm gonna make more. Okay, now the fun part. I made these little bowls with doily texture at the back. Again, this is a darker clay body. This is white underglaze, white back. And on the inside, I did some experiments because I don't have all those fabulous glazes which all of you guys have. So what I did was I again added 1 coat of Winterwood with all the chunks and everything. And then I added 2 coats of soft aqua on both of them. And I think it looks beautiful. I love it. I'm happy with it. So I made a whole bunch of these. These will be a video soon on up on YouTube. Also, I've made a bunch of mushrooms. I first saw, I think, Jane from Shoebox Studios. I'll link all these, amazing potters that I'm mentioning. I saw her make like selling these really pretty mushrooms. She does them with all these beautiful variations of jungle gems, and I was like, oh my god, that's so wonderful. But since I don't have jungle gems here in Singapore, I don't have Mako. We don't have the newer spectrum glazes as well. So I thought might as well, use my older glazes, whatever I have, and see if I can, add a little bit of variation with Winterwood and this and that and see if it works. So that was my experiment there. Okay. Again, the same thing. Oh, on this one, I tried something different. So in this one, what I did was for the others, I wiped the white glaze back. I thought underglaze back. For this, I thought I'll leave it on and see how that looks. It doesn't look nice. It's better to wipe it off, I think, in my opinion. All right, so this is again Winterwood 1 coat and then 2 coats of soft red. Look at that. Oh my god, it interacts with the clay as well. So you get the pinks, you get a little bit of purples, and obviously these Winterwood magic. Oh, love it. What did I do here? Here it was a bunch of different colors, couple of different colors. I did, there is no, okay. So this doesn't have Winterwood. This I think I did soft white and then again 2 coats of blue Rutile, 2 coats of textured Mulberry, 2 or 3 coats, and then soft white on top. That's what I did. So I have, I think, video recorded, but look at that. I love it. I love it. It looks so cute. I mean, I didn't have to do much. I just did like strokes like this. And because the shape of the pot, it kind of got all of these. And then I cleaned off the edges. I'm so happy with these. I'm happy. Okay, this makes up for the sad soft white platter. Oh my god, I'm not going to remember my glazes. But I have it recorded. I promise you will know what they are in due time. Right now, I'm going to be guessing, okay? So please don't mind me guessing. All right, this is another one of my Peacock platters, again from Diwali. This you've already seen the combination a couple of times that I've done it before. Soft white, 1 coat, then 2 coats of blue Rutile in this area, 2 coats of Sangria in this area, and then another coat of soft white, and we're done. So this was pending for a long time. Finally, it's done, and I'm happy with it. Okay, one more. Okay, so this kind of stuck, melted and stuck to the kiln shelf. All right, you know what this is. Two coats soft white, soft red, and then soft white on the rim. This is the class that we did. I showed you how to make this and glaze this as well. I think the glaze was really thick. You can see it kind of bubbling and creating this texture here, and this one stuck all the way. So I mean, if the piece is okay, I can quickly just, but there's a mark there. Okay, let's start with these. My guess is this is sand and sea. Okay, Mako sand and sea. So I did a coat of soft white, then I think dabs or the whole thing with, and another coat of soft white. I think that's what I did. This is what they look like from the back, and this is what they're like in the front. They're pretty because of the, I think, the clay color. They look quite nice, and I love how glossy it looks right here because of the variations, because of all these ruffles. It looks really pretty with the way the glaze kind of shines. So that's what this is. Okay, all right, this I know what it is. This is Aurora green, right? I think for this one I must have done swipes. I don't like this black thing that came up here with the Aurora green. Again, soft white, Aurora green, and I must have put some dabs of textured mulberry in here. Okay, what I'll do is I'll try and find the images from the other videos and try and post them on the screen if I can, so that you kind of know how I added these glazes on them. But I will be doing a separate video, so don't worry too much, Lenny. So yeah, I like the variation of the colors. I think it's still quite pretty. I think this one is similar to this. I have to bring out these pieces to be able to see. So this is, I think, quite similar to this one. This is blue rutile and textured mulberry and soft white combination, right? So I made them as sets. These ones, I don't know what they are, so you'll have to forgive me. I'll try and add that on the screen or something, some kind of information. I'll be there. I'll try and add, but look at that. Can you see how beautiful that looks? Oh my God, the way it kind of glistens. The glaze is so nice and smooth. I mean, no pinholes, nothing, just perfection. All right, let me just pull out what you've kind of already seen in the past. These tea light holders. Oh my God, this one also went all the way to the kiln shelf. My soft red was too thick. See, that's why I thinned down my glazes. This was just two coats, and you can see how thick it was. Ugh, horrible. This is soft white from Spectrum. This is soft red. See, flop. That was sad. Okay, sad bits are out. Okay, let me just take these out. Oh, maybe this one. Okay, this is another of one of those moon vases which is waiting to be fired. This is pretty. This looks pretty. Okay, so I think on the inside is soft white from Spectrum. This is Kimchi. Can you see the slight hint of pink here? Oh my God, I love this. This is so simple and so pretty. I think it'll be nice for a mug also with this kind of just plain kimchi on it. Two coats. I love it. So pretty. So cute. I'm only happy with my own work. Nobody else has to worry. Okay, this is another one of those flower holders. This is soft white and soft red, and you'll see soft red mostly disappears, but you see a little bit in here, which is kind of pretty. Just a hint of soft red. My soft red is too thick. I have to thin it down. Okay. Some experiments which are kind of cute. All right, so I made these little book shapes. This says pepper. You can't see anything. It says salt, again on a darker clay body. And I did wipe off, I just did one coat of soft white here so that it doesn't cover. There's a little bit of difference between the pages and the cover. So that's what they look like. They're really cute, so simple and so cute. Oh my God, they're adorable. I think they'll be nice just as decorative pieces as well. The only problem is I made these holes without really checking to see if I can find something that will fit or how it will work. This is my first round. This was just an experiment, but I don't mind how soft white looks on this. Yeah, I know my kiln is all soft white. Because there's a lot of darker clay, I think that's the one color which used to look good, but now I'm kind of rethinking it. Okay, what do we have here? This is a bowl from my that I made with my shallow bowl template. This is soft white on the outside and this is kimchi on the inside. 2 coats of kimchi. It's a very subtle, very beigey pink, but it's pretty. So this is a shallow bowl. And then I have 2 more bowls, which are again from my templates, bowl templates. These are the medium bowls, right? Ah, they're the perfect bowl size. I love them. Okay, this is again kimchi on the outside, both of them. That looks pretty, and soft white on the inside. But look at that. That's quite pretty. The way kimchi, 2 coats. I think the coats must be thin. That's why you can see more of the pink. But perfect little bowls there. Now we have a couple of these, and then just one more to go after this. Okay, so these are the houses that I had made for tea light holders. Around Christmas, right? So this is soft white. On the inside, I think this is Sangria. I just did a little different color on the inside. I was hoping that it'll come through, from here, but it doesn't. This is again soft white, and this is saffron. Now you see how different saffron looks on this. It's not as matte as it looks inside the mug, but on a normal clay body, it looks fine. This is also, I think, saffron on the inside, soft white, and this is kimchi. Oh my god, kimchi looks so pretty here on a plain surface. Anyway, soft white and kimchi. So I like how this kind of looks put together with all the different colors. And then this is the one with all 3 of them. This is again soft white. And here in this case, I added cranberry. 2 coats, and that's it. All of these are spectrum glazes that I'm talking about. Okay guys, I do a lot of soft white, I know. So that is a color that kind of tends to sell really well for me. So when I'm making and when I'm glazing these things, I have to also think, how do I sell them? I have tried all those brighter colors and different colors and bigger platters, but they don't do as well. So for me, I have to think about it, like as a business, what makes sense. While I like trying different colors, I also have to continue doing the colors that do well. And one of them is here. Look at this. This is my leaf platter. I know there's a mix of different colors here. To be honest, this is again the Mako manganese wash on the rim, soft white. Then there is Sangria in different areas, just dabbed around. There's a little bit of blue that you see here. So I must have added soft aqua too, and then soft white again. So yeah, that's what that looks like. Can you see the whole thing? Yes. My bread plates. Okay, let me just pull these out first. You've already seen these, right? Perfect little dishes. And then let me take out this one, the big one first. Okay, this is another platter made with a placemat. This is soft aqua, soft white, and then I added some textured mulberry and then soft white again. This was, I think, a refire. The first time it looked really sad, and then I added all these glazes, and I love what's happening here. And you see that? From that green to blue to pink. That's nice. That's quite pretty. So yeah, now I'm happy with the way this looks. And on to the fun part, the last part, which is my bread plates. Look at them. Again, on a darker clay body. I cleaned off the edges so they kind of have that edge with the bread. And these, the texture that you see on here, this is from Debbie Dela Cruz design. Dela Cruz gifts. Oh, again, I'll just link those things. Okay, let me. So these are my 4 bread plates. Okay, and here's my holder. Let me just put this in here for you. Look at that. You can have a little breakfast set on your table and pull out a plate, have your thing, wash it and put it back. Oh, this is nice. This is so cute. I love it. I'm so happy. I think this is the best part of the kiln today. All right, that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed the kiln opening. I'll see you next week. Bye.